Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hey, welcome into Flying with Mike. Yeah, a little under the weather still. A lot under the weather, but I felt, what the heck? Let's get a flight in, get a stream in when we can. And that's what we're doing. So bear with me as we get through this tonight. And I hope you enjoy it. We're flying for Sim Airforce operations tonight in the KC-46, Flight Factor 767. Hope you enjoy it. It is the 200, which is what the aircraft is based off of. We just don't have the refueling booms and sorts, so. But I think you'll enjoy it. We're headed up to Whiteman. If you're not familiar with Whiteman Air Force Base, you ought to be. That's where the B-2s. The B-2s fly out of there, so. Interesting mission profile if you ever get a chance to look into it. We'll try and keep that to a minimum here. Again, we're sitting at Randolph Air Force Base. It's one of many in San Antonio, and preparing to fly. This evening on VATSIM, love to have y'all aboard, but it's your call. All right, so here we go. Let's crawl up into the aircraft. First off, before we do that, I'd be remiss. With both this aircraft and the freighter, pretty much what you see on the deck, I highly recommend you have there. Now, what is actually required to load this plane is the in the freighter version. Okay, very important. The air stair, which is right here. I put the ground power. I'm not certain that's required or not, as long as you have some kind of power source. These LSUs or luggage loaders, yeah, you get the cute little truck behind them. Over on this side, the fuel truck if you're putting fuel in. And to put cargo in, you need the cargo loader. Kind of look at it as what would I need to load my airplane in the real world cargo-wise. Boom. There you go. Now this other little buggy back here, that's the air conditioner. That's also optional. All right. And then make sure you have the cargo door, the main door, and cargo doors on the first officer side. All right, and once you've done that, you're pretty much ready to load the plane. One of the big quirks with this one, and we've mentioned it many a time. Hang on a second. Whoops. Whoa, what did I do? There we go. I'm trying to figure out what did I do to the map. Is loading it. Let me bring that up. Now, how do you get all of that to show up? You go to plugins, 757, 67 EFB. So if you're into 57, same deal. Or you can pull it up here. Either way brings it up. And there's one on the other side as well. Okay, go to Ops, Ground. There's your selections. Obviously, when we're done, we get rid of them. Now, what I do here, now here's how Flying with Mike does this with the cargo planes, including this one. I come in, I zero out pallets, zero out cargo weight, and then either load from my flight, whatever my flight requirement is, if you're a SimBrief, however you get it, take the payload, divide it by 9,800. In this case, it was like 2.5 pallets. Each pallet you load into the plane, irregardless if it's up here or down here, 9,800 pounds. So really, in all, don't think you can count them up and put that number here. You could try. You'll be heavy, but hey, to each their own. Now, cargo weight. Don't get fooled to thinking that cargo weight is what each pallet weighs. No. Again, each pallet loaded into the plane under pallet number, each one of those is 9,800 pounds. Cargo weight, I kind of use like bulk, whatever's left over. So again, I go back, get my zero fuel weight, subtract it from where the zero fuel weight is at that point, and what the difference is goes in cargo weight. And for those of you still in school thought you didn't need math, this game, you need math here, let alone in the real world. So quit complaining. Wouldn't matter. I know you're not listening to me, so anyway, so that's how I do this page. Now, to close things up, you go to airplane or open them. Now, in cargo, you can click open all, and all the doors that are needed open. Excuse me, I was up pretty early this morning. If you're in the passenger plane, just the ones you want. And again, you need to have the baggage ones open for bags, the gate config or air stair for loading people. But when you're done, click close all, just to make sure you didn't miss one. Okay, enough on that. So let's quickly brief up and let's get rolling. What do you say? He would. Oh, there it is. Can't find it. There it is. Oh, my nose. All right, so you can kind of get a idea of where we're going. Up towards Jeff City here, between Jeff City and KSZL. Along the way, oh, excuse me again, we get to chit chat with Dallas or Fort Worth Center. All right, loadout for today. We have 30,240 pounds of payload. Again, most cargo planes aren't represented well in SimBrief, so you get people instead of cargo. There's only been one or two that I've seen modeled fair. Block fuel 24,684, and we're going to be cruising at 39,000. No en route refueling requirement today, so we're direct, pretty much direct towards Whiteman Air Force Base. Cost index 80. Weather, on the other hand, well, that's not the weather page. That is. Weather could get a little challenging, and it looks like, oh, we're doing okay out of here. I was trying to figure out, why are we yellow? It's because of the wind speed. 140 at 15 here, 10-mile visibility, and some scattered clouds right around 5,000 feet. So not a bad takeoff day. It's 85 degrees outside. Really, really nice. Okay, where the problem child is right now, it is not, and that is Whiteman. However, it is again a 150 at 11 knot wind. Got a few clouds up at 3,300, overcast 4,100. We hope that's what it'll be when we get there. We're expecting some severe weather in the Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, Arkansas region. So right now, everything's okay. Oh, and my nose, sorry for the sniffles. I do apologize ahead of time. We're on VATSIM, and guess what? We're ready to go almost. And yes, this will be a rare night flight, although they seem to be becoming more and more frequent. All right, let me just quickly glance down. Good. Let's turn this gauge on. All right, we are ready to button her up. Okay, so I'm going to pull the plug in from here this time on ground. Get rid of the luggage loaders, fuel truck. We'll keep the air conditioner and the loader unit. Next page. Close, close. Individually, because I know which ones I want. Main door stays open so we can go in and out if we need to. All right, let's finish up the FMC and we're ready to go. Okay, so we'll be going, so we just, oops, get your butt back there. So we'll go to takeoff. Oh, sorry about that. Then I use the SimBrief takeoff performance page. And just click calculate. 29080 now. All right, we'll get that updated. Okay, so we're looking at 57. Takeoff D2. Click in here. Let's go to the next page real quick. Wind. Here is 14017. 140 diagonal 17. Slope. Down 0.4. Okay, outside reference is 27 Celsius. And we'll go back. Now, the thrust we're setting is 57 diagonal DTO. All right, now why didn't I put 2? Because we're doing a takeoff 2 departure. We'll be setting that somewhere else. You'll see here in a second. Flaps 5 on, and we're going to use 132, and these are coming from SimBrief. And basically there's a message that says speeds increase to improve climb limits. I don't know true or false. We'll go with it. Okay, we'll go with it. And we turn that off, so all we see is that. And to the MCP 149. Runway heading is 145. Oh. And I'm going to just set 39. Unless ATC comes up and says otherwise. Okay, we are performance-wise now set, ready to go. We're just going to do a quick rundown, make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay, aligned. Okay, and emergency lights armed. Pretty hard to see, isn't it? Well, that's how that camouflage works. All right, let's do it, shall we? Let's kick off the air stair. Actually, let's first bring the Apu to life. And yeah, it basically leaps to life. I mean, it's already at 100%. Okay. 871. Okay, I think we are ready to go. Okay, final checks. All right, let's get the ACAR system up and running so we don't pull another yesterday today. Hang on, just logging in. All right, we are up and going. Okay, so let's get this plane ready to go. Beacons on. And away with the stuff outside. Okay, parking brake set. Here we go. All right, for this, you got to turn all the fuel the fuel pumps that need to be with fuel on. Okay, and packs off. Now, you're going to find these engines come alive really quick. Kind of, hopefully we'll get to show that. Okay, we're just about started here. All right, y'all ready to taxi? Okay, auto brakes, RTO. Stape trim needs to be, is that 3.5? 4, call it. Okay, looks good. All right, 200, and we're set. And just need to do an aileron and stuff check and get the flaps in position. Okay, looks like everything's good. We'll make that last. Make sure nothing's blocking my stick. All right, and lights on. Oh. that'll set our PRs for 2. Theoretically, we should go down the road with that setting. And let's go everything. Flaps are at 5. Ready to go. Let's put some flaps in the middle. Well, Hawker125, thank you so much for the resubscribe. We sure appreciate you. As I just told you in another form, wish good luck and hope that they do well. But thank you for the resubscribe. 56 months. Wow. Sure appreciate it. Excuse me. But like I said, folks, in the beginning, yeah, I'm still nursing a pretty good cold here. So probably best if I just sit back, monitor the chat, and try to get back to full strength. So come Monday, ready to start the new job. So, but again, we've great resubscribe from the great Hawker125. Hey, check him out. If you're especially into music, lately that's about mostly what he does is drum sessions. So check him out. So, but anyway, yeah, we're rolling on. What? He's flying a plane? What? That sure didn't sound like drums. It's good to hear him back in an airplane. Oh, music. Oh, that was music. Okay. Sounded like a heavy taking off to me, but. But anyway, yeah, you never know what you'll catch into him. But the other thing you want to keep your eye on with Hawker, he has a project in his hangar he's working on making a Hawker125 aircraft into a flight simulator for whatever sim he decides on, and fly, maybe stream from it, maybe rock his drums out from it. Who knows? But check him out. Oh, I just caught your message there with your resubscribe. Thank you there, Hawker. The drums won't fit. Oh, well. Maybe a guitar. I don't know, man. Them business jets, you never know. You need a DC-10 to fit the drums in it, huh? I think if you set it up just right, and take a seat or two out, you could probably get drums in there. You just may not get the disco light. You know, just calling you out on it. As long as you don't bring the disco light, they should fit. No. No, thank you. Pass on the disco light. Especially since I grew up when disco actually was on the radio and played all the time. And went to a few of the last remaining discotheques out there before they kind of disappeared, like the dinosaurs did that I used to. Uh, oh, but anyway, it's great to have you there. Yeah, if you want to rock out, there's a good channel to go check out. Mr. Hawker. You want to have fun with him and give him a good workout. There are a few songs you could request. I've only touched a couple of them. All right, getting back into the flight here. We got about 45 minutes to Whiteman Air Force Base. I'd show you the outside of the plane, but it's camouflaged for night flying. So you're not going to find it very easily. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm one of those weird ones. I get a cold at the end of winter into spring. Through winter, I usually do pretty good. And this one's really trying to kick my butt, but I'm not letting it because I start a new job on Monday, so. No stinking cold's gonna hold us back from starting that job. All right, folks, I'll be right back. Fighter pilots, take note. I'm going to head to the bathroom. Y'all, well, you do what you got to do. All right, we're back with y'all, folks. Again, fighter pilots, I got to get up, stretch my legs, walk around the cabin. I'm sorry to say that's a tough job if you for you all to do. But they actually do learn some interesting ways to cope with long distance flying. All right, so we stand at about 37 to 45 minutes out. And, well, we'll kind of see what we're running into. According to VAT radar, let's take a look here. Here's where we're headed. You can see a line of storms here. We're right here, so we're barreling in on it. So we'll kind of... Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Hang on. Let me get the right button. There we go. So, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. This is the KC-46, again, without the tail boom. Someone told me there is one out there. You got to do a lot in Plane Maker to add it, much like when we fly the 747 E4 variant. There's some things you have to do in Plane Maker that it's just too much. But if I could find out we can actually air refuel in X-Plane, that would be really cool. All right, so we're coming up to DeWine right now. All right, let's take a look at this approach. Some of y'all will find this a little fun. Others are like, oh, sorry, may not. What we'll go through it real quick here. That's the departure you see up here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we're still south of Tulsa, so we got a little bit of ways to go. Let's bring the weather on here real quick so you can get an idea of what we're working with. All right, so for the approach, we're going to be flying the ILS 19 Zulu. It's a DME arc. We're going to join it at Wocket instead of up here. That's only 2 miles. That'd be stupid because by the time we're halfway through, we're turning the other way. Oh, sorry. So we'll fly the 12-mile DME arc off of Whiteman's TACAN and come around and land on runway 19. Now, SimBrief planned us for runway 1. The winds are definitely not conducive for that. They are 140 at 9. Thunderstorms, 6-mile visibility, light rain, broken at 5,000. So we have scattered cumulonimbus at 700 feet. It's broken at 5,000. So not sure what VCTS is. Oh, thunderstorm in vicinity, light rain. Kind of thought that had to be something to do with it, but all right. So again, we're just going to simply hit Wocket, come around, and land on 19. And then park on the ramp for the night. Oh, my nose. And the interesting thing is the stuff that's going on out west of us at Whiteman, that's expected overnight. And looks like we have lightning. But if I slide the map over on VATSIM, yeah, you can see where Friday night operations are. Pretty much the West Coast. So you can see why sometimes I opt for a day flight versus at night. Makes it a little easier to see aircraft. Now, granted, this one's gray, so night would make it even that much harder to see. Unless the logo light's turned off, and then then it gets like this. So now you kind of get an idea why you might find me more daytime. Now, y'all are probably going, well, how the heck do they find you at night? Very simple. Each aircraft carries a TACAN, so they can home in on where the aircraft is. Of course, it depends on the mission overall operations setup, how that emanates, but yeah, there's a TACAN and they can find you that way, but then it's all visual for the connection and all of that. Now, one interesting thing about the KC-46, the boom operator isn't down in the boom like the 135 and the KC-10. The boom operator is technically in the cockpit with them or in a compartment nearby. He's not back there. So, an interesting, it's interesting how they've gone to that. All right, we're about, looks like about 80 miles top of descent. Let's verify. Sorry, I've got a couple of cough drops in the mouth, so there could be some clicking and clanging because of it. Just overflew Tulsa. Headed to Cody. So we'll hit whack it at 3,000. I'm sorry, Batman at 3,000. Okay. Okay, y'all ready? We should begin our descent here shortly. Now, let's give you a couple of scenarios here. Now, if we had air refueling to do, obviously we've got to make sure to put on the fuel the receiving aircraft is going to have, plus our fuel, plus the track that will be flying to deliver it. Now, if you want to fly these kind of missions, I'm flying for a really good organization that could help you out. Airforce. Hang on, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. But if you go to icrew.simairforce.com, you're going to learn you can fly military missions on VATSIM. However, you have to do some things and agree to some things for the VATS that VATSIM has established for the military virtual organizations to abide by. And we can fly in formation, we can fly escorts, air-to-air combat in the military training areas, air refueling, as I've mentioned a couple times, cargo dropping, paratrooper dropping, assault landings with the cargo planes. So, and of course the fighter and bomber missions, air-to-air, air-to-ground, and so forth. So from time to time we meet up and perform, in exercises and work through all of these things. It's really interesting what we can do these days. Now, of course, there is always DCS where you can really amp it up, and that is kept away from VATSIM. So, but again, icrew.simairforce.com for more information. We're now 20 miles out of top of descent. Getting back to the flight here real quick. Let me bring the FMS up here. Now, you can see I've set for 3,000. All right, so we can descend a couple of ways. Can click descend now here. I can click here. I'm just going to go descend now here in just a few more miles. Let's go ahead. So really, it's an easy aircraft flight. Just a couple of little things to work yourself through the 9,800 pounds of pallet. Now, in the passenger version, that doesn't apply. So, but in the cargo or freighter versions, yeah, it does. So, also, if you're new to the channel here at Twitch, or you're new to YouTube, as we do uplift the video at the end, if you in Twitch hit follow, it'll let you know, we'll let you know when our next stream is. When we go live, you'll get an email. Over in YouTube world, by clicking subscribe, which is free, it will, when we post a video, you'll get a notification. Oh, yeah, thank you, Hawker. And yeah, feel free to come into Discord. We actually are on the voice for Flying with Mike's Discord. Let me shoot a invite out to you, and love to chat with you there. All right, we've got the auto brake set to, let's go to 3. All right, folks, get your jam on. Here it comes. Here's something you could request of Hawker. All right, hope you all are ready to jam, because man, that was good. Like I said, request that one to Hawker. He'll actually enjoy it because it's not as rough on the body as it starts, but he'd enjoy it. He'd enjoy the workout. All right, we're through 19,000 for 8,000 for 3,000. So coming into Whiteman, let's kind of we've kind of killed the music for now. All right, we're coming up to 18,000. We're looking at 2977. Okay. Now we're going to probably have a message saying altitude disagree. If you click this little set screw in the upper right hand corner, same if you're flying it from over in the first officer position, it sets the other one to the same. The only one you have to also set is the backup. All right, so we're descending quite nicely. And just kind of quick look, we'll come off hopefully at Charlie, and we'll head for the DV red carpet near the control tower. No guarantee it's really there. Get a quick look here at what we're flying in. Yeah, it looks like some rain right now there. All right, got about 10 minutes and we hopefully will be on the ground. Welcome. Thanks for flying with us, and soon we'll be saying welcome to Whiteman Air Force Base, home to the B-2s. All right, for this ILS, minimums are K200 and RVR of 2400 or more, visibility half mile greater, which we've got. Okay. 1085. Woo, nice lightning bolt in the front of us. Just been a challenging couple of weeks with the weather. Just everywhere we decide to fly, instrument. This one we kind of knew ahead of time. Anytime, Chewie, you can take us out of hyperspace.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Minimums. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Well, love when my mic's muted. All right, so we're here. Basically, the gist is 270 feet a minute and 1.3 Gs. All really good. And as you're about to see, if everything loads properly, we touched down 1,200 feet down the runway, 3 feet off the center line. And nope, not here. You could Google Kilo Sierra Zulu Lima. Many a times, if you click on the map, you will see a B-2 off the runway. Don't know when the incident occurred, but yeah, it's kind of fun. But anyway, over here you can see our pitch slightly up on the nose. That's cool. 128, 242. We'll take it. Oh, excuse me. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up, folks. We've had a great time. I hope you all did. The C7. Oh, there's the C7. Wonder why it doesn't show up. But anyway, there they are. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. If we get a chance, we'll try to fly. If not, we'll be back in the skies when we can. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. Stay safe here in the Midwest with these severe storms. They're pretty potent from what I've understood. So, and we can kind of hear them and see them. As I like to say, the sky is talking at us. So, y'all have a wonderful night, wonderful weekend. Enjoy the fish if you haven't had any already. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time.